Just moments after being crowned champions of Super Bowl 52, Bill Belichick waltzed up to Doug Peterson and told him that he knew he had greased the footballs with ice cream. This was a revelation known as Ice Cream Gate and ultimately led to Peterson's dismissal, which he announced at the Super Bowl parade. It was down to Jeffrey Lurie to find a replacement and fast, but due to all the partying, his decision making became a little bit hazed, which meant that through the adversity of it all, he hired me. I quickly packed my bags and dashed to Gatwick Airport to fly out to Philadelphia and take on my new role as head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. I was greeted at the airport by dozens of screaming fans, mainly in their 50s, but that's not the point. I stumbled on down to Lincoln Financial Field where I met Howie Roseman and treated him to a nice cup of tea before eventually showing him my work on Philly Sports Network and telling him just how I'm going to blow up this roster, take emotion out of the equation and bring this franchise to their second consecutive Super Bowl, if I don't get fired first. Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series here on Philly Sports Network where we try to save the Eagles season. And hang on, why does that look like Pat Shermer? That's a little bit frightening. But we're here to save the Eagles season, starting in the offseason before all the trades, and damn, look at how good my head coach looks. It's a spitting image of me, right? Never mind. We're starting with the 53-man roster before the season started, which meant there was no Golden Tate trade, and our first port of call was to look at the roster and see what kind of decisions we can make. Who can we shave cap space from? And well, there's culprit number... Oh, that is disgusting, is it? That is disgusting. Nick, I love you. Unfortunately, it's time to come to an end. We've been through a lot, but it has to be this way. This is definitely going to end up in an Ariana Grande song. Right then, second on the list, let's have a look through. Oh my word, Jason Peters. JP, again, I mean, you're a legend, you're a future Hall of Famer, but 9 million. 9 million. I'm sorry, I'm doing what has to be done, you're going on the trade block. Why does this feel like a roster purge? It's common sense, they cost money, they're old, they're just too old, alright? Brandon Graham, 93 overall, probably has the most trade value at this point, so we'll see what we can get for him. But we can't look at all our assets through trade, right? We have to look at some free agents, because there was quite a stunning market available. So let's have a look and see who's on the market. Brilliant. That's great. That is like going into a McDonald's looking for a burger and being bought a fruit bag. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this list of... Hang on. Hello a moment, what are you doing down here, Kenny Vaccaro? 27 years old, 83 overall, he's a scheme fit. Hey, we know the Eagles cornerback depth is light. We know safety depth gets light at times. We don't want a Vontae Maddox playing there his rookie season. Only a silly general manager would not bring in reinforcements, especially someone as accomplished as Kenny Vaccaro. Welcome to the team, Kenny. Oh, but I'm not done there. We have got plenty of moves to do yet, including forcing a trade for Nick Foles because no one wanted him. Thanks for leaving it so late, Howie. So Nick Foles, the first round pick of a dire Bills team. Can we get it done? They say no, so we give them a 2019 4th rounder just as some compensation. Hello. There's building through the draft, and then there is building an army of gods. I am doing the latter. Although it's only fair we give Nick Foles a hero's goodbye. Sorry about that. I feel like there should have been a warning there. That was uncalled for. But this franchise mode stops for no man as we upgrade Carson Wentz, and of course we're going to upgrade the field general because we know he scrambles already, and I don't think that's a good idea coming off an ACL. And while talking about Carson Wentz, to make this series fair, we won't be using Wentz during the first 2 games of the season, and I've just traded Nick Foles for... Oh, don't you worry, gentle listener. It is Nate Studfeld's universe, and we are all just living in it. But let's have a look at what trade offers we've got. We've simmed a week of preseason. Hang on, we've injury report. Oh, you are taking the mick. Is that some sort of sick, metaphorical, incomprehensible Sproles and Warlow? How can you partially tear an ACL? Like, it's a bit ripped, but it's still clinging on. It's hanging on for dear life. It's actually happening. I think this team is cursed. But let's check out the trade offers we got for... Great. Oh dear. Trash. No, I mean Brown's good, but no, for someone of his stature, We need a bit more than just a flurry of mid-round picks. Because let's be honest, the Eagles haven't really hit home runs on their mid-round picks. I mean, that one's kind of tempting, but it's a 2019 second-round pick. And I mean, do we really want to go second? We could arguably use the first. No one is offering anything of relevance. I mean, oh, hello, we've got a second. Oh, never mind. It's all just late-round garbage. I don't know how he does this. This is so frustrating. This isn't even real. This isn't someone's actual emotion and family I'm playing with, and it's stressing me out. Like, I'm struggling to comprehend this. So, Brandon, you're staying. You're not fired yet. You've got another year to prove yourself. It's Brandon season. As for Jason Peters, I think you've had plenty of seasons at this point. I mean, you're 36 years old. We love what you've done for the team. But it's not you, it's me. Thank you, next. Let's get a trade offer going. We get a second round pick there, but no. We want... Hang on a minute. You're telling me, the lover of cornerbacks, that we get Desmond King and a third round pick? That's enticing. Let's see what else we've got. No, fullback. I mean, I actually like that one. I think the Steelers offer is very, very good. We get a 78 overall cornerback, a third round pick, and a fifth for a left tackle that's going to cost us more than it would take to build an actual statue in his name. I would rather just get the corner, take a mid-round pick, and then flip the corner. Oh, you think I'm keeping the corner? Oh, no, no, no. We are wheeling, we are dealing, and we are stealing some talent before the season begins. What if I told you I could trade that same corner, Haloti Ngata, and a pick for Anthony Costanzo, who is 84 overall? I mean, that's not even that much. Okay, it is a significant downgrade, but you get less money. We're still getting a serviceable left tackle and easily one of the top 10 starters in the league, in my opinion. And we're losing a corner we've just got. Hasn't played a snap. Ngata hasn't played a snap. That was not good enough. Haha. Yeah. Great. Anyway, the trade's in. We've got Costanzo, so our makeshift offensive line is looking better. But oh, I knew this time was coming. It's the hardest part of the franchise mode. When you've got to cut players and when you cover the team, it's even more difficult. Because Rick Lovato, for some reason, is actually listed as a tight end, although he's 43 overall, so he's just too good. I'm sorry, Rick. You deserve to be on a much better roster. You can do better than us. We sent Jeremy Reeves to the practice squad. I interviewed Jeremy in real life. We're keeping him on the team because I absolutely love the guy. He's got a great heart, approaches the game the right way, and let's be honest here, that given this injury run so far, we're probably going to need him. So we're going to cut a few more players. You'll notice some of the names from pre-season, the wonders that were during those few weeks not too long ago. The backfield... Yeah, this is interesting. Sorry, Wendell Smallwood, I'm going to do what Howie couldn't. You've not shown me anything. You've got to go, hun, eventually. We can't keep doing this. We're going round in circles. So Wendell Smallwood is out of the picture. I like keeping Ajayi there for now. We still need to cut a lot of players. Now, Bryce Triggs, that's gone. What else have we got? Marcus Wheaton, not really going to do anything. You want to try and keep as close to the actual real-life corpse as possible, in my opinion. So Marquez Wilson's going to go. That leaves us with Jeffrey, Aguilar, Wallace, Hollins, and Gibson. That is literally the real-life situation. But that is too many tight ends. We don't need Joshua Perkins when you've got the mighty Rick... No, sorry, Rick. We've got to part ways, okay? But before we do, we'll have a look elsewhere. Let's examine every position on the roster, see if there are any extra bits of fat that we can shed. Not literally, it's a figure of speech, don't freak out, it's okay. And Stephen Mean's still on the roster as well, that one's going to hurt, but we're going to try and keep him there for now. We want 2 players at every position at minimum where possible. Now, we've got a lot of defensive tackles. With Jernigan in the fray, that's why I made that Haloti Ngata trade, and it obviously bags us that extra bit of draft capital as well. Now, the linebacker position there worries me. I think we could probably do with some stocking up. That's a lot of cornerbacks still. That's all the boys and all the toys there. We're going to try and leave that. We've got 4 more players to cut. We are not cutting Super Kenny Vaccaro. He's staying on the roster. He is now the staple of our franchise because I said so. But Rick's going to have to go. That leaves us with 3. Things are getting difficult. My heart rate's at 180 beats per minute. I can't think properly. Help. This isn't going well. I don't know where to look. We've got a couple left. I mean, I don't want Borsby gone. Osman's a rookie. Vial's shown me nothing, so Vial can go. Do we want to cut Borsby? We can't put him on the squad. I mean, Taylor Hart, we can really do with the tackle depth. Oh, this is so agonising. I really empathise with Howie in real life. This is a very difficult task to do. But what we're going to do is I think we're actually going to cut Leroy Reynolds, because if the linebacker corpse is going to die, it's going to die very quickly. We might as well embrace it. But conversely, onto my second favourite part of building a preseason roster is that you get to sign the practice squad guys. You know, players you get attached to and then get poached from you 2 weeks later, that sort of talent. So we do that. There's no real names of note, but we do get to upgrade 2 players before the season starts. So Nelson Aguilar, we're of course going to pound that slot attribute home because he's a slot receiver. It makes sense, right? We need him to run some crisp and filthy routes. Rasul Douglas, though, he didn't play a lot of man at West Virginia. He struggled this season. Let's get that bumped up because he could see some action late on. And now, the final task. We've got to set our season expectation. Now, I'm playing on All Pro because I suck at this game. I don't think you understand. So please don't shout at me. I'd rather give you exciting viewing content than me being fired after 4 weeks after 5 blowouts. Somehow that's possible. Don't question me how. But here you can see where we're aiming for. I think we can go for 9 wins. I think we can avoid the hangover. 9 wins, playoffs, off we go. When we return, guys, episode 2, we will open the season with Nate the Great Sudfeld against the Atlanta Falcons. If you've liked this video, if you want to see more, I know it's something completely different, smash that like button. If you're new around here, hit subscribe. We want to hit 5,000 subscribers by Christmas, and we need your help to do it. So if you love this content, if it's something different, smash the like button and let us know. And from myself, Liam Jenkins, I'll see you next time on another episode of our Eagles franchise mode.